Live.
Happy Friday, everybody. Thank you for joining us this morning. How is everybody this morning? We're towards the end of our week, heading into a fantastic weekend, and we are here to give you some kettlebell training with RKC certified kettlebell trainer, Mr. David Hills, and I am
Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
And we are here to help you do what we're doing, which is living our best lives, right? So I wanted to talk to you first about the post that I did this morning, if you have seen it. So I post every single morning at 5 a.m. And it's usually a quote by somebody. And it's really about taking chances and that we only have one life. This is it. There's no dress rehearsal. You don't get to do it over again. So this is it. So as time goes on, you can't go backwards. So you should be living the best life that you can, taking chances. If you want to go do something, if you want to, even in COVID, we've done some traveling in COVID. I mean, you have to be careful. Well, we take precautions. We don't take this lightly. It is a serious thing going on, but we also don't live in fear. And we try to do the things that we want to do. But anyway, having said that, maybe there's a class online that you've been wanting to take. Maybe you want to take a new yoga class or whatever the case may be. Maybe you want to join a business like Savvy. This is my new Savvy outfit that I got in yesterday, and I absolutely love it. Yeah,
Nice.
Isn't it cute? I got it in yesterday. And literally, you can see it's wrinkled. I just literally took it out of the bag. What's really neat about this top is that you can turn it around and reverse the wear. And when you do that, you can see the back of this workout top here, which is really cool. But I have it on this way right now and it's soft and comfortable. I could wear this with jeans or other pants, or just wear this out like this. You can turn it around so it covers the front and you've got the back open. Really cool. And they had some cool colors. I had a really hard time deciding. So I'm a brand partner. So if you want to start your own business or you want to start something new with the new year, you want to make a little bit of extra money and you need some new workout gear, then Savvy is the way to go. And I can get you the link. Just message me in the bottom. But anyway, we only have one life. David and I love to take chances. We love to do new things. We love to reach outside of our comfort zone. And when you do that, it creates so much fear. Just to start out with. But once you move past that fear, once you can set your fear aside and you get into the nitty-gritty of it, it creates so much happiness and joy. And we are just having the time of our lives here in our 50s. So you can too, in whatever whatever country you're in and whatever age you're at. So that's what I have to say today. And I hope everybody's have some really good goals. Vision board. If you don't have a vision board, I have a vision board workshop tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m. We had a blast last night. We did our first vision board workshop. It's so much fun. And it's not just about sticking stuff on a board. We teach you how to manifest. We teach you how to create the energy for the things that you allow to come in from the universe. And so we teach you how to have that mindset for that and how to do that. I've had 2 vision boards the past 2 years, and the first vision board, every single thing came true. And this vision board, I'm at about probably 95% of everything on my vision board coming through. So if you are trying to make yourself a new year, you want to do a do-over for 2020 and you want 2021 to be different, then come to my...
in that boat?
Yeah. Raise your hand. Both hands. The vision boarding workshop is really a lot of fun. We had a blast last night. Invite people. You can do it with your kids. Grab some magazines, some scissors. Yeah, we had a really good time. Hour and a half went by just like that. Okay, well, let's get started with our workout.
Let's do it.
I'll see if I can be quiet for a minute or two.
Kettlebell. Put it in range, but set it aside so you can warm up a little
Just
bit.
gonna warm the body up, and everybody get up off your couch or chair. And we're gonna start with blocks. My favorite. You just drop your arms down. So let your arms loose when you do this. You want to be loose and fancy free. Sounds like a song, right? Loose and fancy free when you do this. And you just drop your arms down. You can stand and do this. You don't have to jump all the way up. But this is also good for your feet. This is one of my favorites. I actually thought about this because we drove to Kentucky and I had to use the restroom a couple times. And, you know, of course, I don't like
Tennessee.
I will not use the blower, and they didn't have paper towels, so I was in the bathroom doing this, wicking the water off my hands. And I'm like, oh, it's sort of like a warm up too. Heart openers, and as we come around, we can tap our bodies, waking our skin up, waking the insides up, and as we open our arms up, give gratitude for what we have in our lives today. The simple things, the little things. Take a nice deep breath because we're going to have a workout ahead of us. And the move it or lose it move. My business partner's probably laughing in her sleep right now. She's probably still sleeping, but she likes it. She thinks it's funny when I say that. And the reason is you want to stay mobile. You want your joints to be working and active.
Nothing worse than
as you age.
Not mobile.
No, that's how you've heard of people, older people falling and breaking their hip. Well, it's because they're not mobile anymore. And to do that, you have to move your body. We're going to do some knee circles, and I incorporate my ankles with this. So just lift your feet up as you go around to the left. And then we're going to reverse and go around to the right. This just loosens everything up. And even if you do this throughout the day a couple of times, and then we do some shoulder rolls. Nice big circles all the way to the back, getting that synovial fluid moving throughout your shoulders and getting them ready to lift that heavy ball above our heads. I hope everybody's having a great morning so far. I feel fantastic this morning. It's Friday. We've got some things going on this weekend. I've got my workshop. We've got tile work that has come into us. David and I do tile work on the side as a job. So if any of you need a backsplash or a bathroom floor or kit floor of any kind,
Custom showers,
we do that together. So, all right, I'm actually going to take this top off. Only walk down. I'm going to be laughing right now because it's flowy and I want to have free range. All right.
Right.
And which one should I get for time?
I would say choose the big one.
Okay.
Until we change it.
Until we go up above the head.
All right. Reach down, feet on either side of the bell, seat your shoulders, drive into the heels, pick it up, push the hips forward and back.
Oh yeah, squeeze those glute muscles as you come up. And the key on this too is to keep your core fired, keep your core strong, your back straight, arms or shoulders seated. And we've gone over this a few times before. Seated is just making sure that your arm is in your shoulder socket. And grab the kettlebell by the horns. I'm like, am I supposed to go down with him, or I just watch you do it? Let's work out. Let's watch him work out.
All right. Swing it to the rack on one side. And keep going.
This is a cool one because obviously your kettlebell's trying to get you to pull you over to one side, so you have to have your core fired in order to be upright, not let it
change to the other side.
Pull you over. And if you've been doing this and you've only gone so far or done so many reps, challenge yourself today a little bit. You know, it's always good to challenge yourself to get past that point.
Feet a little wider. Grab the handle, straighten the legs, flatten the back, and pull yourself down a little bit. Stretch the hamstring.
The hammies, the ham sandwich, whatever you want to call it. Tuck your tummy in slightly when you're doing that as well.
All right.
And don't forget to breathe.
Grab your kettlebell by the handle, pinky to the middle. Bring it up to the rack position. Hand under your elbow or not. Rotate. Ball to the back, to the front.
We're just rotating our arm. I don't know if you guys can see us. We're pretty ways far away that, but we're just rotating your wrist has to be straight, and we're just rotating the arm in and back.
5 more. 6, 7. Grip with your toes. Change hands. To the front and to the back. This is rotating the radius around the ulna.
Where are we at the numbers?
8, 9, 10. Set it down. For this one, you might want to go to the smaller weight one. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do this in handstand. So we're going to take the kettlebell, we're going to swing it up. So you've still got it by the handle, but the ball is up on top. Grip with your toes and with your fingers. And we're going to do the same thing, rotating the radius around the ulna. Here we go. Pinky to the middle of the handle, swing it. We call this bottoms up. Rotate. And 2, 3, 4, 6,
7,
8, 9, 10. Change hands.
What I love about kettlebell workout is it's not just creating muscle, it's working the fibers and all of the, what would you call it? Connective tissue in your body. So you're not just working the muscle, you're working, all the inside stuff too, to put it in an easy term to understand.
9.
It's easy when you work out
10. What is 10?
To think that you have to do, reps of this and this and this, but the little movements like what we're doing,
Stabilization is the key.
Which is this, with the weight in our hand, really works the connective tissue and everything inside.
Yeah, a lot of people work their musculature, build a lot of muscle mass before allowing the structure that supports that muscle to thicken and grow to be able to support it. It's like I knew a guy one time who bought a Mustang LX, 4-cylinder Mustang, and he wanted the 5.0 engine in it. So he took the engine out and he put in a 5.0 engine, started it up, took off out of the parking lot, and ripped the whole transmission, ripped the whole drivetrain out of the thing. Because you can't put in a bigger engine or bigger muscles unless the carriage that holds those muscles is ready to handle it.
Yeah.
Some people get strong enough to rip themselves apart. You have to do things in the right order. Okay, so we're going to do some swings. We're going to take our kettlebell, 2 hands. You can go to the big one if you want.
Okay.
2 hands. We're going to start with 2-handed swings, 20 of them. Both hands on the kettlebell. Seat the shoulders. Come on up. Let's begin. Fire the hips.
Now this isn't just about swinging it up with your arms. We're using our core, our hips, to hoist the kettlebell up in the air.
15. Bring it to one hand. Swing to the rack. 10 swings to the rack. 1. 10. Change hands.
It's literally a full body workout because you're using the power, the energy of your core in the middle of your body, along with your arm. But most of the power comes from grounded feet and solid core. So ladies and gents, if you're looking to trim up the middle part of your body, I'm telling you, kettlebell workout, kettlebell training
Tone.
is amazing.
You keep everything
And if you watch,
together.
and if you're eating right, and you're doing this kind of work, you'll have a nice toned midsection, nice and trim. I never have to worry anymore about my stomach or this part.
Yeah.
Because as we get older, this is what your body's going to naturally try to get bigger around here.
That's right. The body's energy retreats to your center.
It's a
slow process of self-protection.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do some lunges, but we're going to do them with a swing to the rack between each one. So make sure you've got room in front of you.
Interesting.
Bring the kettlebell up, swing it to the rack, step opposite leg, lunge. Swing it to the rack again. Lunge 2. Swing. 3. 4. 5. Going to 10. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. All right, change hands. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
I like those combo moves.
Very good. All right. I would say switch to the small.
Okay.
We're going to do some overhead.
Let me just see who we have here. We have Tracy Eaton, Jackie, my friend Joshua. Good morning, everyone. This is Brenda. On my Instagram. Hi, Brenda. Good to see you.
Whew. All right, ready to do some overhead stuff?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to do some presses. So we're just going to keep it in the rack position using our hips. Now, there are 2 ways of using our hips to do some of these exercises. One of them, it's like I'm sitting down. And watch what happens to my knees and my thighs. See, then my knees go slightly forward and there's a big bend here.
Yeah.
The other is here, where I don't go down, I go back and forward. Back and up, as opposed to down and up. Don't go down, send your hips back.
So you want to do the back, the one where your hips are going back.
The reason why is that the glutes and hamstrings are short muscle fiber muscles. Short muscle fiber muscles are very powerful in a small range of motion, and they have a great deal of endurance. The long muscles of your thighs, those are long muscle fibers, and those are good for, what they call the prime movers. They're great for large, sustained motions, but they don't have the endurance that the small muscle fibers have. It's the difference between light meat and dark meat on a turkey or a chicken.
Oh boy.
All right? It's true. Well, white meat is the big muscles like pectoralis, thighs, those long muscle fibers. You want to use the small muscle fibers. Small movement of your hip. Here we go. Reach down, grab the kettlebell, swing it up to the rack position. Set your hips back. Press it overhead. Return. 2. Use your hips. 3. 4.
Oh, I see. Wow.
6.
Difference.
7. 8. 9. 10. We're going to do another set of 10, same arm. We're trying to get to the point where the arm can't do it. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Wow. Changing. 1. It should jump up there. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 10 more. 10 more. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Feel the difference with that one here? Yeah, and you notice, so what's really cool about being able to see myself is that what I noticed was when I was going up with my arm, I was leaning my torso over. Yep. So I straightened this up and then just straightened my arm instead. Because see here, my arm's not seated properly. Here it is. And I noticed it. I couldn't necessarily feel it, but it's really cool to be able to work in front of something that you can see or videotape yourself, or maybe a mirror, or I can see myself
I'm in here, and I literally could see that. So I quickly straightened that out. I quickly repaired that, because otherwise, if I hadn't, my brain was taking an imprint of doing it wrong.
Correct.
So I needed to fix that
Yes, indeed.
right away.
Indeed, indeed.
All right, what's next?
All right. What's next is we're going to do some snatches. So we're going all the way to the hand.
Okay.
All right. So, yep, that's the good one to use. All right. Same thing. Don't go down. Go forward and back. Boom.
Okay.
Restrict the movement of the kettlebell by pulling back on it. Right? It's like a pull with one arm. Right? And that's going to launch it up. Now, don't help it with your arm. Fire hard with your hips and restrict its movement. And then it will float up all by itself and then catch it and walk out.
Sounds easy, right?
It does sound easy.
Let's just hit it with our hips and let it float up in the air.
This is something that takes a long time to get right.
Yeah.
You know,
practice.
when you see people competing against each other doing this, they go to see how many they can do in 10 minutes. And the people that win do just a few more than the people who don't. Just a few more. And the difference is how smoothly you're making that happen and how little effort you can make that happen with. I don't know if I was going to be able to complete that sentence.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Grab the kettlebell by the handle. Pinky to the middle. Here we go. And up. 1, 2, going 10 on each side. Change hands. Seven. 8. Pull it in. Set it down.
Woo. Wow, that was amazing.
Those felt different too, didn't they?
Yeah. A lot more. They did float up to the sky.
It's true.
It worked. It totally worked.
All right, I think we're good for today.
Fantastic. So good to see all of you here with us this morning. Sending all of you love, joy, peace, happiness, and special energies to those of you who are suffering today, in the hopes that you find some peace in your day. We love you. Thank you for your support. I hope you're working out and moving your body with us, and I hope you're living the best life that you can. We will see you here bright and early, 6 a.m. Monday morning for another kettlebell training, and I will post the workshop registration. It doesn't cost anything. It's free. It's a lot of fun, and we want to get a jump head start on 2021. So I will post that in the thing on the down below. Anyway, love you guys. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.